news we crave. Under neon lights we take a stand. Knights and wizards across the land.
Good morning and welcome back. It is the 24th day of October, 2025. It is about 57 degrees here. It's about 8:30. I'm only half an hour late from broadcasting because, computer and stuff and learning that my food stamps are going to be delayed. Just normal everyday stuff. But it's Friday, so it's time to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game Kickstarter type thingies that are coming to an end that you still have a chance to support and what kind of stuff you get for Kickstarting them, and occasionally being confused by what the Kickstarter is. Anything I think is worth your time, I've already posted links down below in the description if you want to check that out, since this is live. Obviously, my opinion is mine, and you might look at a game and go, what were you thinking, dude? That game's awesome. Or you might look at a game and go, dude, why did you recommend that game? It's a piece of crap. So, yeah, I'm just one guy broadcasting in the wind from a made-up radio station in a made-up town. Broadcasting in the wind. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Thank you, as always, Ian World, for providing the links and letting me use them. From Chaosium, we have the reprint of the classic Pendragon. This isn't the current 6th edition. I want to say 6th edition, revised, updated 2024-2025 version of Pendragon. No, this is a re-release of the original with, I'm sure, some minor changes. It's $99 shipping and handling for PDF and print version of the box set, core rulebooks, campaign setting, and more. It's the first printing designed by Greg Stafford back in 1985. Puts you, Pendragon's King Arthur and the Round Tables. It contains all the stuff that came out back then. Obviously, I'm sure there's some updates in editing and looks and feel. But other than that, if you want to get a box set of the first original numero uno Pendragon, as opposed to the most recent Pendragon for $99, here you go. Yeah, it is a reprint. It's not like they had a whole collection of the original stuff they found in a warehouse, because that can't happen. But no, this is a reprint. So if you think there's like any collectible value to this because, it's the original. No, it's a reprint. So yeah. Not sure why. Maybe a copyright thing. That makes the most sense. It has to stay in print, so we maintain the copyright kind of thing. From our friends over at Castle Clark, we have Dark Forest. Redwall meets the Shadow Dark. Redwall meets 1E in Shadow Dark World. Redwall meets first edition in a Shadow Dark World? What? So it says Shadow Dark with some Dungeons and Dragons first edition. So Shadow Dark and the ORC? I don't know if you had to be specifically telling us that there was Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. You could just say, with new rules for this type. Anyways, $59 for the PDF and print version with the campaign setting, adventure module, a POD discount coupon. They claim they do not use AI artists, and we want to believe that. If you're a fan of Redwall, Mouse Guard, The Secret of Nim, but you want a darker Shadow Dark version of that, because all three of those are kind of more, Secret of Nim is pretty dark, and Redwall, actually all three of those are pretty dark. So yeah, it's basically Redwall, Secret of Nim, anthropomorphic animals having adventures, and doing stuff in a mystical forest. It's not the first time we've seen this genre explored. This is just exploring it using Shadow Dark. Is Shadow Dark the best system to explore animals, anthropomorphic animals going on adventures? I don't know. There's a live play on our good friends Dyslexia and Dragons, so you can check out them playing it. I'll post the link if I can find it. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, Death Shadow says he doesn't want to play anthropomorphic animals. Okay, well. From Broken Brain Games, we have Ragnaborg RPG. This is a Morkborg, $52. You can see a interview of the creator over at Dyslexia and Dragons. It's $52 PDF and print versions of the core rulebook, pamphlet, and character sheets. It's Morkborg, so we're going to have doing Vikings. So it's going to have amazing, dark, bizarre art. It's going to be flashy and a lot of style, but Substance? It's Mirk Borg. Oh, I'm sorry, Mirk Borg. But why not? It's Vikings. When in doubt, make a monster book. If you can't make a monster book, make a Cthulhu book. If you can't make a Cthulhu book, make a Viking book. Somebody's got to write this down. I should write this down. The list of when in doubts, you know? If you can't do a Viking book, ninjas. But who doesn't love Vikings? We love Vikings, right? There's a reason why Vikings are so popular continuously, because we love them. Not sure why we love them, but we do. If we didn't love them, there wouldn't be so many Viking-themed TV shows and movies and video games still continuously coming out. Why? Why not cowboys, considering this is the United States? Don't know. But there you go. Maybe I should make Cowboy Borg. Bullet Borg. I mean, face it, the best Mork Borg game's already been made. It was Bork Borg. Just stop there. All right. D&D. Here we have Fizzwhip's Treasury of Absurd Curiosities. This is Dungeons & Dragons 5e. $9. Well, you can't lose for that. No AI content was used. All the writing and design was done by the artist's hand. So this is a hand-drawn picture. I do like the fact that he added the bumper stickers and stuff on the back. So this is a book of unique, uncommon magic items, oddities, and expiries, you know, like the critter catapult, the frog box, the fork of cooking, socks of warmth. If you like weird magic items, there you go. And it's got a picture of a guy, probably a gnome. I'm going to say 90% gnome, in a wagon being pulled by a giant rabbit, and the giant rabbit is wearing spectacles. So obviously expect some whimsy in this. And hey, I love whimsy, and it's $9, so why not? Cosmic Courtiers, Acer Space needs heroes. So grab your laser pistol, gather your crew, and board your starship. It's space. From Nerdburger Games. Congratulations, you win name for best game company this week. $45 for shipping and handling, PDF and print versions of the core rulebook, and some additional PDFs. It's space. You're a space person doing space stuff. It's more of a lighthearted D10 pool engine. Spaceships wield your power in the cause of freedom. So more of a Star Wars lighthearted, bright, sunny stuff. What can I say about Merkberg? It is a joke that outlived the original joke, is the best way to describe it. And the supplements made from Merkberg are better than the original rules. So yeah, the art, if you like that stuff, is amazing. It's, you know, doom metal album covers turned into a role-playing game. To end it, you know, they tried to make the most grim dark game they absolutely could with the original Mirk Borg, and it caught on like wildfire. And then all these supplements came out, like Cyborg and Pirate Borg, and I'm sure there's a Supers game and all these other Borgs, Borg, my favorite. And those are consistently actually better than the original. But it's the same style. So heavy on graphics, heavy on random tables, a lot of flash, very little substance. It's basically D20. But it carries on the ultra violence, easy to create, heavy metal, doom metal style, tongue in cheek. It's not for everybody. I mean, good on them. I don't know if the original creator ever realized that, you know, his joke would go this far, but I'm sure he's happy, or they're happy, whatever. I mean, you know, it's not the worst role-playing game. At least it doesn't take itself seriously. At least it knows the joke. Anyways, sorry, we're talking about Aether Space. So look, a light, happy space game. So yeah, I'm all for light, happy space games. I'm tired of spaces trying to kill you. Huckleberry, a Weird West RPG. I've got to, you know, take a look at other Weird West RPGs, since I created a Weird West RPG and just released a supplement for my Weird West RPG. Link down below. So this is Huckleberry, a Weird West RPG. $70 for the PDF and print version of both books. It's Weird West. It's Deadlands, but it's Deadlands using a different system. What system? Don't know. It doesn't say. But hey, it's Deadlands, and it's $70. And we love. I mean, look, it even uses playing cards. It's definitely trying to do a little Deadlands homage. Yeah, it doesn't say what the system is, but it's got the playing cards. So obviously there's a nod to Deadlands in there. It's $70. You know how much my Weird West role-playing game is? Link down below. It's the holidays. You should buy my game. Under the Shadow of the Noonday Witch. Funded 8 hours. Oh, is this a reprint of Dogs in the Vineyard? Ham and Egg Publishing brings us Under the Shadows of a Noonday Witch. That's an interesting title. With using the Sickest Witch RPG. $15 for PDF and print version. And it comes with a soundtrack. It's an OSR-style political thriller with lots of blood and magic. The witch defends the farms. A new lord demands their crops. Your characters are in the middle of the combat. Using the Severed Witch system. So the whole game is just defending the farmers from the Lord's forces repeatedly. Isn't that just a board game? Is it raining? No, there's a bird on the roof, pecking at the seeds or whatever. Probably one of the. I have a nesting pair of thrush jays. I have a nesting pair of crows that live in. I've got these other little birds that live. My birds love my house. I've also got a possum. Man, I was hoping this was a reprint of Dogs in the Vineyard. Dogs in the Vineyard is one of those great games that nobody ever played. But no, this is it reads like a board game, not a role-playing game. Which is, I mean, I don't know if it's easier to make a role-playing game than it is a board game. I would assume, board game PDFs, everything's the same until you have to print it out. But it does feel a lot of these niche role-playing games are just board games or card games. Because how do I run a campaign that lasts more than one session where the entire premise is defend the farms from the evil lords trying to collect the taxes? I mean, that could be a starter scenario where we then go off dealing with that. But there's already a game up there called Pendragon. So this is a board game, cleverly disguised as a role-playing game. But it's $15. So not a reprint of Dogs in the Vineyard. And now the highlight of this week, WrestleVania. It's Greco-Roman professional wrestlers versus Dracula. What can I say about this game that, other than it loses the polymorph system, which I don't really like, but it's professional wrestlers versus Dracula. So it's El Santo versus Dracula. It's professional wrestlers versus vampires. It just sounds awesome. From Black Cats Gaming, we have the Spy Game. Spy Master's Toolkit for D&D, $30, shipping and handling. It's taking the spy, using 5e to build a modern world of spying and espionage. Our good friend David already did that with Everyday Heroes. So if I'm going to, and 5e does not work for anything other than 5e. If you need a generic D20 system and you want to milk the 5e money, I get that. You can say, my game's so with 5e, even though it doesn't actually work with 5e, but it's 5e. And I'm going to say this again. 2014 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons works as long as you're running 2014 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. If you understand what 5e is trying to do, it works. I know, I've run it and I've played it. You have to embrace the ridiculousness of the system, but you can't make it anything else other than what it is. It's fantasy superheroes, right? It's not spies. It's not horror. It's not space. It's fantasy superheroes, and it works. when you understand that. Now, I don't know about 2024 D&D because I've never played it. I've never run it. And I'm not hearing anything good about the new Critical Role. So, yeah. But 5e for spy game? No, just use everyday heroes. We've got classic NPC codex from our good friend Mike Merrills. Mike Merrills, of D&D fame, wrote a 5e book. It's $10. And it's, oh, no, this is Mike Merrills. It's Mike Myler. Never mind. But hey, why not? Mike Myler could be a cool dude. Dude, it's a $10 book of NPCs for 5e or any D20 system. Starfinder Aetherlight from Paizo. Want to play Starfinder as a video game? This project uses the Starfinder 2 rule set to build out a turn-based tactical combat video game. It's $60 for the video game and digital perk once it's released. So, Starfinder video game? Tactical combat? So it's a Starfinder spaceship tactical combat? Or is it like an Exo Squad? Doesn't say. Do we need a Starfinder themed tactical combat video game? Probably not. So, meh. Maybe it's $10. Why not? Meh. Yes, absolutely. Yes. I love the idea. Does it work as a role-playing game? I mean, there was 15 El Santo movies. So pro wrestlers going on adventures in a world of horror? Maybe? Nah. Nah. I like seeing happy space. So, yeah. Meh. I mean, it's $9. $9 to add some quirky, cute magic items to your D20 game. Why not? Ragnarborg, $52. Dark Forest RPG. Secret of Nim doesn't really feel like Shadow Dark is the best system for it. I mean, if anything would work for 5e, it would be Secret of Nim, Redwall, over the top teeny animals going on heroic expeditions. And Pendragon reprint of the very first Pendragon for $100. I don't really understand why. The only reason I can think of they'd be redoing it is there is something that in order to maintain a copyright, the product has to stay in circulation so you can hold on to it. Thus, the original second edition rules of Dungeons and Dragons, and why that one game company is the only game company that controls the second edition stuff. So yeah. So maybe that's it. That's the only reason I could think of. If anybody else from Chaosium knows why, please reach out. Other than that's it. These are all the Kickstarters that are coming to an end this week. Have I talked about the Arduin Portal to Adventure Kickstarter yet? Have not yet, because I haven't seen any information on it. I know it exists. Griff Morgan is involved in that, and for personal reasons, I don't really feel like giving Griff Morgan any more press than he needs. It's got the Arduin guys involved in it, so I'll talk about it eventually. If you remember, I had the Arduin guys on last year. But yeah, so I haven't talked about it because of, well, a lot of reasons that you don't really care about. Who cares what you only talk about games, OGGM. All right, so that's it. If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you haven't had a chance to like, share, and subscribe, let me know. It's the holidays, so if you want to support the OGGM, please take a moment to check out my various products that are live on drive-through, including my brand new product that just went live the day before yesterday, my Shadow Dark post-apocalyptic hex crawl rules that people were saying I should make. And then, yeah, and it's Halloween weekend before Halloween, so if you're close to any place that has some haunts, go check them out. And of course, be safe out there. I will see you all later. Oh, look, Wizards of the Coast went and did something stupid. I guess I have to talk about that.
Monsters lurking in the night, heroes ready for the fight. Dice are clattering on the understood.